It's time to get ready for an evening of laughter, fine dining, and philanthropy. An incredible cause here. Happening March 22nd, the Laugh for Mito Comedy Night Gala, dedicated to supporting critical research on mitochondrial disease. And here to tell us all about it, we have Ashley Burrow and Megan Sandoval. Thank you both for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Of course, no, we want to get the word out. Of course, mitochondrial disease, a tough thing to have to deal with. Let's start with that. Tell us what this disease is, and obviously why it's important to raise awareness.
Well, most of us learned about mitochondria when we were in middle school science, so I'm sure it's been a while, but it's seen as the powerhouse of the cell. So it provides 90% of the energy that our body needs to sustain life. So our organs that use the most are our brain, our muscle, and our heart. So when your mitochondria do not work correctly, or we call it mitochondrial dysfunction, then your organ systems start to fail. And for a child with mitochondrial disease, this can appear very differently. For instance, my son is 16 and he's developmentally delayed. He has seizures and he cannot walk without support. But another child could have different issues with their heart, but they can talk and they can walk. So it does present very differently, but overall it is very devastating. We have to be very careful with illnesses because their bodies just do not produce enough energy to fight them off, and the cold or flu they can end up in the hospital. So we have to be very careful with our children, and only 50% of children with mitochondrial disease live past the age of 10. Wow. So it is a devastating disease. And one of the reasons it is so important for us to have awareness is because what's not as widely known is that we all have mitochondria, and mitochondrial dysfunction is, through research we've actually found, is related to so many different diseases: diabetes, cancer, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. So if we're able to find treatments or a cure for mitochondrial disease, this will help the greater population.
So many people,
Exactly.
The community support, the support you both have for each other, I think is really beautiful. Just getting to know you in the last few minutes, you rely on each other, right? For families whose kids are going through this, tell us how important that is. How much has that helped you?
Oh, it's amazing. Part of putting this comedy night together is a lot of the parents get together just to talk about what's next, what do we need to plan, but at the same time, we're able to talk about our children. We're able to talk about our stories, what's going on in our lives, different milestones, or being able to talk about treatment, talk to our doctors. Some of us have different doctors, sometimes we share, but every single time we get together, another parent says, oh, but I do this. And it's like a light bulb goes off for everybody else. And that's what's really important, is the sharing of information, to be able to get together, to get along, talk about our kids, and figure out what can we do next for them.
Right, because you're willing to do anything for your kids, of course.
Absolutely.
Putting this event on is a feat. Tell us about it. Laugh for Mito Comedy Night. What can we expect? Why do we want everyone to come out to this?
Yeah, so we have two comedians, Sarah Tiana and Trenton Davis.
Nice.
It's going to be on March 22nd, as you already said. It'll be at Marina Village. We'll have a plated dinner. We have raffles. We have a silent auction. All of the proceeds from ticket sales are going to go towards research that is being done at UCSD through Dr. Richard Haas and Dr. Robert Navio. And then this year we're going to have a paddle raise, which is really exciting. The paddle raise proceeds are going to go towards helping families in our community who have children that are fighting the disease.
Okay, incredible. The research, of course, so critical. Tell us how people can get tickets.
Yeah, you can go on our website. We can go to mitoresearchfund.com. There's also a link that'll bring you to Steel Canyon High School, who is helping us host it.
Amazing.
They have a Mito Club that all of the students there are extremely helpful. They come and they volunteer and they help us throughout the whole night. They're absolutely amazing. But you can buy tickets that way. And if you want to learn more about mitochondrial disease, we also have a podcast. It's the Mito Podcast.
Perfect, the Mito Podcast. Thank you both very much for joining us today.
Yes.
Great to see you. We hope there's a huge turnout. So it sounds like an incredible night.
Yes,
You worked
thank
so
you.
hard to put on. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much.